What's good, YouTube? Evan92 here, back again, once again, and today, people, I have an update video of sorts for you guys, and I don't know, I wanted to start it in my office, but literally just now I got this feeling that I was like, no, I don't really want to do it in there. So we're gonna chill here somewhat in my spare room of sorts, I guess. Let me position everything here correctly so we're good to go. Because I don't know, this is gonna be one of those updates that's gonna kind of sort of be like super candid, almost like a life update of sorts, rather than just a channel update. So I guess I wanted a more casual environment that wasn't as cluttered and stressed as the office. Now, first things first, before you get anything, I want you guys to watch this.
Yo guys, what was your favorite part of our panel at PAX East last year?
Being randomly pulled up and everyone laughing at me. No.
Yeah, you were last minute.
I mean, I was, but it was like a rip snorting good time. Everyone was just there chilling. We had people just coming out, being like, "Yo, man, y'all should come through." And
I just want to point out. I was there. I did a hacks off, and it was a PG panel, and I accidentally said.
You did.
Dude, that's honestly one of my favorite momers. Honestly, I'm kind of biased.
We gave you like 3 chances for that, and you failed every single time. It was like, Mo.
That was so great.
Mo, Thunderwave, Ironhead,
I tried.
Fire Blast, Thunderbolt.
I got bodied. Okay, I didn't study the night before. I'm sorry.
Dude, it would be really cool if we can
See,
we could do something similar. You can have redemption if we get a panel this year. You can have redemption.
And I could not mess up being PG.
We got it.
Join us for an interactive panel featuring various YouTube personalities discussing a wide variety of gaming topics, in addition to video content creation. Featuring an audience interactive discussion accompanied by a Q&A session to wrap things up. If you're a fan of gaming and YouTube, this will not be the panel to miss.
So that was a cheesy, corny little trailer of sorts that we put together to announce our panel at PAX East, which is happening 2 weeks from today. I know it's kind of sort of late to announce it, but when you're working with vanishing graphic artists and time schedules that work against you, you really don't have many options at the end of the day. But still, if you guys have passes to PAX East, if you're planning on going, or if you can somehow find a way to get a Friday pass, then all of us, me, Shady, Mo, PK, would all love to absolutely meet you and hang out for a little bit and kick it. And the panel that we're planning, I know it says Saturday night prime time because that's what it is on Twitch, but the panel's on Friday night, big whoop. But we're planning a really, really hyperactive panel, so we really hope that you guys will be able to come out, interact with us and whatnot. But speaking of panels and everything, I'll speak about that here in a moment. There's a lot of things that I really want to get off my chest with this vlog, or it's one of them, with this update. And I don't know, I'm just gonna break it down into segments. I'm gonna have the first part of this video be about the channel. So if you're interested in that, that's all you care about, then the next 5 minutes will be the best time of your life. Then after that, I wanna talk about trips and upcoming panels and whatnot. And then the last part of the video, I want to get a little more personal and talk to you guys about a few things that I would love your feedback on and whatnot. So really, that's how the idea and the mind frame of this update is going to be broken down into. So stick around for what you want to hear, and if you want to hear it all, then great, yeah. Okay, so first things first, we have the channel. A lot of you guys are tweeting at me saying that, oh my god, Happy Soul Link is done and Light Platinum is done. Does that mean it's time for an update? And the only thing I could think of was, thank you. People are finally paying attention. People are finally listening. They're using deductive reasoning. They know what's going to happen next. Thank you. So shout out to all of you that knew that an update was coming next. Yes, our 2 main series did finish the era of co-operative on the channel. That's what I like to call it. Like the first chapter this year was just all co-op projects. Is done for now. It's not. I mean that in the sense of we're gonna have a solo project next. The next project that we're going to be doing is going to be one that people have been asking for a very long time. I mean like 3 years now. People have been asking me to do this, and it's Pokemon Snakewood. We're finally going to do Pokemon Snakewood. I remember back when we had like 20K, people were spamming me, asking me to do Snakewood. I didn't want to do it because everyone and their mother was doing Snakewood at the time, and I was like, no, I'm too hipster for that. I don't want to do Snakewood right now. So I figure, you know, almost 3 years later, is better than never to do Snakewood. So our next primary project is going to be a Pokemon Snakewood Nuzlocke, and I'm excited because it's a whole new story, and I mean, I know roughly what it's about, but I don't really know everything about it, so it'll be fun. And then our other main series is actually going to be a co-op. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is or when it's going to start or any of that stuff. I'm not even going to give you any hints or clues or anything. It's just, you guys are going to absolutely love it. You're going to go bananas when you see it. But those are our next 2 projects that are in store. Again, I'm working with graphic artists, and it's one of those things where there are so few graphic artists around right now that I really want to work with or feel comfortable handing a project to like that. So I'm kind of just at the mercy of a graphic artist whenever they're ready. So hopefully within the next 2 weeks or so, both of those projects should be ready to launch. Until then, we should just have free-for-alls, Showdown Sundays, Wonder Trade Wednesday, maybe some Pokken matches, stuff like that in between, just to tie us over until our next project begins. So please don't spam me asking me when's Snakewood gonna start, when's the co-op gonna start. Don't ask me none of that. It'll start whenever everything is ready. I don't have a prepared date for you just yet. It'll start when everything is ready. It might not start until after PAX East. So like I said, give it about a week or 2, and things might start happening finally. But that's what our next projects are going to be. What we're planning. Of course, Wonder Trade Wednesday is going to run until week 100, and after that, it'll be gone. And there are people asking me if I would bring it back for Pokemon Sun and Moon, if they're going to still have the Wonder Trade factor. I don't know. It's not one of those things where I feel obligated to do it just because a new game is here. It's one of those things where, as a content creator, I feel like I've done everything that I can with the product, and it just becomes repetitious and monotonous, and you're just doing the same thing week after week after week after week, and there's no growth, there's no development with the product or the content creator, and it just becomes stale. So it's one of those things where it just happened to be coincidence that I started to feel that way about it at the same time we hit week 100. So I feel like that's a nice stopping point to almost a 2.5-year project that we've been doing. So will Wonder Trade Wednesday ever be back? Never say never. You know, maybe a year from now I'll be back in the Wonder Trade mood and we'll do Wonder Trade Wednesday again. But until then, who knows? Maybe a certain top 5 series might return in its place. Maybe not. But still, I don't know. There's lots of ideas and lots of things that I want to do, especially things I'm going to speak on at the end of the vlog. But that's what's going on with the channel for right now. I don't really have any more plans for anything else. Over on our Nappy the Great channel, which I'm telling you guys, if you're not subscribed to, go subscribe to it. It is linked in the description of every video we upload. We have so many crazy good series going on over there. Go subscribe to it. You're missing out. If everything goes according to plan, then Mirror's Edge should start this Monday. And we may have Star Fox Zero as well once the embargo date lifts. Shout out to Nintendo for sending us Star Fox Zero. But those are probably going to be the next 2 projects. I want to do Mirror's Edge before Mirror's Edge Catalyst comes out. I wanted to do all the Uncharted games before Uncharted 4 comes out, but apparently that comes out a lot sooner than I thought. So that might not happen. But Mirror's Edge, 100% tomorrow. I'm pretty much going to dedicate my day to recording it and get as much done as I can. So hopefully on Monday, if all goes according to plan and life doesn't fuck with me, then Monday Mirror's Edge should begin. Definitely make sure you go and subscribe if you're interested in gaming or any other type of content that we could be involved with. It is over there. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so for the second part of this vlog, I keep calling it a vlog. If that doesn't spoil things for you guys that are waiting till the end, I don't know what will. But the second part of this update video, I wanted to talk about conventions and trips that I'll be going on over the next couple of months. And this will tie into my third topic as well. But for now, let's focus on this. 2 weeks from now, PAX East in Boston. I will be there. Myself, Shady, Mo, PK, we're going to have a panel. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of other people there as well. Friday, 8 p.m. at the Condor Theater. There are some people who are like, why is it so late? To me, I love the fact that it's late because no one can have an excuse on not being there. There's nothing else going on at that time. No other crazy large channels are having panels or anything like that. So there should be no reason that anyone should miss out on the motherfucking primetime panel, goddammit. But PAX East is then. I'm sure I'll be there the whole weekend. So even if you can't make it to the panel on Friday, if you still can make it to PAX East on Saturday or Sunday, we might be holding a meetup, probably at a handheld lounge or somewhere else on one of the other days. So I'm sure we'll be able to meet a lot of you guys that are gonna go to PAX East. That's April. In May, I might be going to MomoCon in Atlanta, Georgia. The idea that we have is that we want to try and put together a tour of sorts, where we just visit all these different conventions and all these different places and do the primetime panel for different audiences all across the US. Now, for those of you guys that don't live in the US, I apologize. You know, this is just a budding idea that we have now that we want to grow to something more, and you have to start somewhere. So maybe one day we'll be able to go overseas or to Canada or other countries or whatever, but for now we're just focusing on conventions in the continental United States. But MomoCon in May, I think I may have been too late signing up for it, so I don't know. I'm gonna try and contact them again, so that's a really big maybe. But PAX East in April, MomoCon in May. What's in June? Anime Expo in LA, I think. I've been working with a lot of the people at my network, Fullscreen, and they're trying to get me on board with a bunch of different panels and projects they're trying to do. They're trying to host as well with gamers, and I think Anime Expo is in June. That's in LA, so that still is up in the air because I'm not the one planning that one. I'm just along for the ride. So then July is SGC. July is SGC. A lot of you guys, if you've been with the channel long enough, then you know that 2 years ago we had a panel at SGC. Last year we had a panel at SGC. It wasn't my own panel. I was invited to be a part of someone else's, but I was at a panel at SGC, which was in Dallas, I believe. It was in Frisco last year, so that's somewhere in the state of Texas is SGC. I think it's going to be held at Dallas again this year. I have to double check. I'll put all this stuff in the description below if I remember, hopefully. But, so yeah. April is PAX East, May, MomoCon maybe, June, Anime Expo maybe, July, SGC, still up in the air. All these things are still in planning, but I want to let you guys know ahead of time so we don't have a repeat of PAX East where we just announce it 2 weeks ahead of time. So that's July. Also in July, myself, Twit, and Mo will be going to Washington, D.C. because if you guys remember this past October, we went to LA for WWE's Hell in a Cell pay-per-view event. Well, in July, it's going to be holding Battleground, their pay-per-view event Battleground in DC, and we already have tickets for it. So we're going to be there from that weekend that Battleground is, which I think it'll be like July 21st to the 26th or something. We'll be there. So we'll be holding a meetup in DC. Okay, I don't really know why my camera was flashing like that just now, but we're going to just stop the recording, restarted it. So Battleground will be in DC, so we'll be there and we'll be holding a meetup as well. And then in August would be PAX Prime, or what I guess they're now calling PAX West, which is in Seattle. So it's a busy next couple of months. I would absolutely love 100% if all of it can work out. If it doesn't work out, then there's really not much I can say. But it's one of those things where, like I said, we're trying to take primetime on Twitch and turn it into something so much more because we see the potential, we see the opportunity there to really, it's a really good idea that we want to just grab by the horns and run with and make the most out of it. And if we can turn it into a panel series or just a tour, just even if it only happens once, it's just the notion of the experience, the idea of it, the fact that we can say that yes, we did this and so many of you guys were involved with it as well, and it became something more than just a live stream on Saturday nights. That would be absolutely insane and amazing. I would love to take part in that. But still, like I said, a couple of those spots are up in the air right now, and even if it doesn't happen over the next couple months, even if that doesn't end up becoming the primetime tour like we want it to be, it's still something that we really want to do and we want to pursue. So if not this year, then maybe next year if primetime is still going strong. But that just comes down to your guys' support. You know, how much that we can do, what we can do, when we can do it, all comes down to your support. And you hear me say it so many times. Thank you so much for the support that you guys show. Years ago, I would have never thought that I would have ever been in the position that I'm at now. You know, with the outreach and the influence that Nappy Nation has garnered, it's absolutely mind-boggling and insane. So thank you guys so much for that support that you guys show day in and day out on videos. Those of you guys that come out to live streams, whether it's Winter Treat Wednesday, a random stream on Twitch, prime time on Twitch, just anything. It's absolutely insane. Speaking of streaming, Rockstar Games actually hit me up. They want us to stream on the Rockstar Twitch one day over the next couple months. So that's definitely super duper hype and exciting, and I definitely would love it if you guys would be able to come out to that. Of course, I'll upload a video saying we're streaming and whatnot, but it's just an example of the things that happen when you guys come through and show this insane and crazy amount of support. You know, a company like Rockstar Games that I've known my entire life, that put out some of the best games ever, hit me up and was like, yeah, we'd love it if you would stream for us. That's mind-boggling. So thank you so much for your support and whatnot. Okay, so for the third portion of this update video that I wanted to speak to you guys about, I don't really know how to begin this, how to start this segment of stuff that I wanted to speak on, because it's really a bunch of up in the air things. Really, over the past month, I've just had this idea and this notion. Well, the original idea has been in my head for much longer, but I've been really seriously thinking about it over the past month, and it's so weird. It's so weird because I just got done thanking you guys so much for your support. But flat out, what's been nagging me, what's been bothering me, is the notion of Pokemon won't last forever. And while you can sit there and say that yes, they're gonna bring out game after game, there's a new game coming out this fall and whatnot, as long as the fan base is there, then it'll still happen. You know, I'm fully behind that. I believe that, but it's one of those things where Pokemon eventually, for me, is going to come to an end. You know, I can't see myself sitting here when I'm 45 years old still doing Let's Plays on YouTube, you know, something like that. That's what I'm talking about. Not in the sense of Pokemon as a whole is going to come to an end. So what I've been thinking of is ways to take this experience, ways to take the amount of support and the fan base that is the Nappy Nation and turn it into something more than just this little well, I don't want to say little because that belittles you, but you get what I'm saying, right? I'm stumbling over my words. I want to take it from something that is just so oriented on one thing and turn it into something so much more. You know, that's why I push and I strive on the second channel. Even if there's some days when I can't get an upload up, I still push and I strive to get stuff done. That's why, you know, I want to take Prime Time and turn it into something more than just a Pokemon-oriented panel. You know, there were a lot of people being cynical on Twitter when the panel was first announced, talking about, why are all these PokeTubers lying about the title of their panel? Well, we're not. It's not a Pokemon-based panel. Sure, we may be known for our Pokemon content, but I have a channel with almost 100,000 subscribers that has nothing to do with Pokemon. You know, we have a Twitch that has 110,000 followers on it that has absolutely nothing to do with, and not absolutely, almost nothing to do with Pokemon. And that's what I really want to push and strive to be. I want to be this person that you know you can go to for Pokemon content, but at the same time, in the back of your mind, it's like, oh, there's that new game out. I want to go see if Nappy played it. You know, it's one of those things where when it comes to gaming, I want to have more of a general idea, more of a general fan base than just a core selected Pokemon group. So all of you guys that are subscribed to the Nappy the Great channel, you guys are real MVPs and I appreciate the support over there. But that is just the basis of the idea of what I had, because still that focuses around gaming. About a month ago, you guys know that I had a lot of friends in town and I uploaded 2 or 3 vlogs, 3 vlogs I think, the Biosphere one, the trampoline place, the zoo as well, of us just going around doing stuff. And it was one of those things where, like, I would wake up the next morning after the vlog went up and it would blow me away with how successful and how much you guys loved and appreciated the vlogs. You know, that had nothing to do with Pokemon at all. Nothing at all. But you guys are still there showing your support and it means a lot. It really does. But the idea that I had was, what if that was the next step for me? What if that was the next thing that I wanted to do? Vlogging. You know, what if whenever the time comes that Pokemon is done for me, which could be 10 years from now. I don't want anyone to think that I'm going to be done with Pokemon tomorrow. No. I'm thinking long term when I'm speaking about this. But it's like, not only Pokemon, but gaming as a whole can't last forever for me. So what if I started to build and started to create a fan base or an audience or a group of people that were interested in vlog content. And I don't know, it's just all these things have been coming rushing back to me, and the past month or so has been a wild ride for me in my personal life, emotionally and whatnot. I don't know, it's just one of those things where like I would think about all the pros and the cons behind it, and every time I would push the idea aside, something else would come up where I'm like, I could do that, or I could do that, or I could do that. You know, and it just becomes one of those things where it's like, I just don't want to waste the opportunity that you guys have given me. That's really the biggest thing. You know, there are people on this website, I know plenty of people, but a lot of my friends that struggle day in and day out to create content, and they go unrecognized. So for you guys to grant me the opportunity that you have, it means a lot. It really does touch my heart, and it's not something that I want to waste. It's not something that I want to just end a few years from now when Pokemon doesn't work for me anymore, you know? And I don't want this to sound like a somber, morbid type of thing, because what I'm thinking of is not the end of the King Nappy. You know, it might be the end of Pokemon for me, but I want to take everything that you've given me and make it into something more, and continue with the Nappy Nation, and continue right along doing what we're doing. So the idea that I had was to make a vlog channel, and I don't want to it's one of those things where you hear, oh, I'm making another channel, and it's like, how many channels are you gonna have, Nappy? I wanted to make a vlog channel. My only, what's the word? Hindrance? That's not it. What's the word I'm thinking of? The only thing that I'm second guessing myself about is, would I be able to make enough interesting content? You know, because my life on it, I don't think I could do daily vlogs, because my life on a daily basis, I don't go on adventures, you know, I'm not Fun for Louie or anything like that, you know, I don't do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. But I was thinking over the next couple weeks, or over the next couple months, you know, if all these trips that we spoke about play out, that's a lot of vlog content. That is a lot. And then I was thinking, you know, even though on a daily basis my life might not be craziness, you know, Twit and I have always talked about just vlogging something as simple as going to Walmart. Twit and I act like fools in Walmart, and it's just one of those things where I feel like it's something that I could do. I feel like it's something that I could take and turn into something so much more than just a standard daily vlog channel. I was thinking about bringing back Ask Nappy. That's a really old series. I could bring that back and put it on there. There were these people that contacted me from this service called Munch Pack. It's kind of like Loot Crate, where they send you different various foods from around the world. I was thinking I could put that on there. Cooking with Nappy could be a thing. A lot of you guys that follow on Twitter know that I like to cook, and it's one of those things that I've joked about, but it could become a thing. The WAFB podcast. A lot of you guys that have been around for a long time, or gone back and saw some of my older content on my old channel, you know what WAFB is. So it's one of those things that maybe that could be a thing as well. Challenges, you know, just little stuff to fill in the gaps between these adventurous vlogs could be a thing. So I don't know, there's lots of different ideas and lots of different things that I want to really pursue outside the realm of just Pokemon, because even though I love Pokemon and Pokemon has given me so much, like I said, it's not gonna be here forever. So I don't know. I'm still really on the cusp of it, and before anyone can say it or recommend it, the current trend is everyone to just put everything on one channel. My thing is, I wouldn't be against putting everything on one channel. I wouldn't be against getting rid of the Nappy the Great channel and all that stuff. The only downside is I would be uploading non-stop. Like if I put everything on the King Nappy channel, I would literally upload 10 videos a day. If we did vlogs, because on the second channel I upload I try to call it the second channel anymore because I don't want you to see it as it's like secondary to the main channel. On the Nappy the Great channel, I upload 3 to 4 times a day. Main channel is 2 videos a day. Over the next couple weeks, it's only going to be 1 because I don't have a series going right now, but I try to make it 2 videos a day, so that's 5 videos plus a vlog. It'll be 6 videos every single day. And that's just way too much to upload on one channel. That's way too much to ask one concentrated fan base to pay attention to. But at the same time, I really don't want to spread myself too thin. So, I don't know. There are a lot of things that have been going through my mind as of late, in my personal life, my professional life with YouTube and whatnot. So, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Would a vlog channel featuring all the stuff that I just spoke about, is that something that you would honestly and actually be interested in? You know, is that something that we could start up and grow and explode overnight? Is it something that you would enjoy and want to share with your friends and tell them that, hey, this is Nappy's channel and he uploads great vlogs? And I don't know, I'm just rambling at this point. I'm probably not making much sense, but I told you this third part of this vlog was going to be kind of semi-personal slash just I want to get a lot of stuff off my chest, and that's really more so what it is. You know, I've had these ideas over the past couple months, and I wanted to get off my chest and see what you guys thought about it. So let me know what you think. To recap everything, Snakewood and a brand new co-op project are starting probably in about 2 weeks. Nappy the Great channel is there. Please go and subscribe. It is 100,000% worth it. You are missing out on some hilarious gaming videos and whatnot over there. There's a shit ton of trips coming up. If you missed out on them, go back and watch it because I'm not gonna go over all of them again. And a potential vlog channel. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below about everything. You guys know whenever we do these update videos. Really, dickhead? There's no reason for anyone to ever do that in a residential neighborhood. Fuck off. But still, you guys know when I do these update videos of sorts, it's since day one when I started this channel, I call it a pit stop. You know, this is the part where we stop everything and we all come together as a whole and just refuel, bounce ideas off each other, and then we take off all over again. So let me know what you guys think. Your feedback's 100% needed and wanted. So, yeah. Besides that, I'm gonna get about. Thank y'all once again for your support, and thank you for checking the video. I'm out this bitch.